Hi, it's Dr. Kulberg at Anxiety Experts. Today we're talking about the horrible thing that anxiety does to people, getting them stuck on aggressive or sexual obsessions, where they come to believe that they could be a dangerous person, that they could snap and harm someone, do something inappropriate, become a school shooter, become an axe murderer. And this is so distressing to the person because the person with OCD and this common theme of sexual or aggressive obsessions is a very moral person, someone who the last thing they would do is harm someone intentionally. And they even usually fear they will harm someone through their negligence by leaving a stove on or forgetting to turn off the lights or whatnot. So the idea that they would do something aggressive or sexual on purpose is ridiculous. Hi, it's Dr. Kulberg again here at Anxiety Experts. Today we're talking about a very common theme that obsessive compulsive disorder loves to get people stuck on, which are aggressive or sexual obsessions. Now, these thoughts might come into any human's head when they see a news report about a murder or a school shooter, or they are merely walking down the street having the thought that they could run into traffic or harm themselves or someone else. And the sticky OCD brain will get stuck on these themes, and the person will start having all kinds of safety behaviors in response to the thoughts. So they will try to avoid the thought, distract themselves from the thought, try to push the thought away. And all of these are called mental compulsions. So in obsessive compulsive disorder, we have the thought, what if I did something to harm someone, or what if I did something to harm myself? And then we have the compulsion in response to it, which is all internal. It's all mental compulsions. Any effort to stop the thought, distract from the thought, figure out an answer for sure to the question of whether or not you could harm someone are mental compulsions. The same thing as if you were checking or counting or repeating or washing on the outside. So these are all internal rituals, and they are all performed in an effort to get 100% certainty that you won't do something harmful to yourself or someone else. And of course, these are the things that the OCD lives on, the compulsions and avoidance behaviors. Many people with sexual and aggressive obsessions will avoid sharp objects or avoid places where they could harm someone. They may avoid children, even their own children, due to thoughts that they could possibly do something aggressive or inappropriate. Again, these are the safety behaviors that create the false sense of safety or certainty that the person would not be harmful to others or to themselves. And so the treatment for aggressive or sexual obsessions is the same treatment as for any other theme related to OCD. So whether the person is stuck on contamination or religious obsessions or some moral scrupulosity or something related to an illness or their health or sexual or aggressive obsessions, the same treatment applies, which is called exposure with response prevention. This is the #1 evidence-based treatment for OCD, and so we really want to make sure the person, as quickly as possible, gets the #1 treatment with an expert. And of course, these aggressive and sexual obsessions that the person is having are so very distressing because the person with obsessive compulsive disorder is very harm avoidant naturally in their personality. The last thing they want to do is harm anyone. And so they go to great lengths to be an excellent citizen. They're usually a very faithful partner in a romantic relationship. They are obeying all the traffic rules. They're trying their best at work not to, take a stack of sticky notes home. And so why would this same person seek to harm anyone? So as the person's thoughts become more and more distressing to them, this could be a 6-year-old, this could be a 16-year-old, and as the person's thoughts become more and more distressing to them, they may in fact become depressed or even have thoughts about ending their life because they are wondering, how can I go on living with these thoughts? Or how can I go on if the public is unprotected from me because I could harm someone? So the fact that these thoughts feel so strong to the person, and the fact that they're paired with spikes of anxiety makes the thoughts feel very true and very real to the person. This is why they go to such extremes to barricade themselves in their room so they won't go down the hall in the middle of the night and molest their sister. Or this is why they stay home from work in order to protect their coworkers from being harmed by them, from being pushed down the stairs. Or this is why the 12-year-old will avoid school so that he doesn't do something aggressive in the hallway, or will keep his fists balled up in order to not touch someone inappropriately. This is why a young 14-year-old once told me that she won't get up to sharpen her pencil in class in the manual pencil sharpener because what if she stabs someone on the way back to her desk in the classroom? So these are the kinds of thoughts that might really torment someone with obsessive compulsive disorder. And the truth is they rarely want to tell their parent or therapist about it because the theme feels so shameful, and they may literally believe that they will go to jail one day from acting on their intrusive thoughts. So one of the first things we do at Anxiety Experts is help the person with obsessive compulsive disorder understand the common themes that OCD gets stuck on. And the number one theme is harm thought. Will I harm myself? Will I harm someone else? Either spontaneously or through my own negligence. I've had patients who will drive back to a hotel that they were staying in to unscrew the light bulbs in the lamps because they are terrified that they could have started a fire by not unscrewing the light bulbs in the lamps, and that the next person would die a terrible death in a fire in the hotel room. The good news is that OCD is very treatable. Please call Anxiety Experts today to get the help you need if you or someone you love is struggling with aggressive or sexual obsessions. Another important resource is the International OCD Foundation website, which has all kinds of articles and videos and resources about the common themes that OCD gets stuck on. Don't forget to like us and subscribe to our channel for regular tips on anxiety-based problems. Thank you.